Good morning, this is Joanne in Colorado. This is the ball for the bird bath that my son is designing. And I got tired of waiting to put it out here, so I just decided that I would just set it out here right now and use it until we get the rest of the framework built. Anyways, I have been trying to get as many flowers blooming as I can. My hummingbirds have been around. The females this morning, I saw one of them that was gathering spider webs, so I know she's building a nest. Generally during hummingbird season, when I have all of the hummingbird feeders up, I don't have all of these bird feeders up. And I'm debating on when to take them down. This tree over there that used to fill up this whole space between the sheds, I have one little dead branch sticking up there, and the rest of that tree is gone. It used to shade over all of that shed and everything in between, which is fine for me because I can put a few more flowers over there and then we can see them. I've been just watering these old planters in hopes that the seeds from last year would reseed and I would be able to have some plants. My Spanish vine that has been so great right here, the plants that are coming up in that pot don't look like Spanish vines, and I am not exactly sure if I'm going to get any this year. The hummingbird, the males have been coming around. I got this little fuchsia the other day, and I got this canna, and I got that salvia, and a hot lips, which has a couple blooms. My honeysuckle is almost, well, it's starting to bloom right here. It's starting to open up. And I have a vermilionaire. The two that I got that I grabbed all of the little starts from. There's one here. Some more catmint. This is a hyssop or a hummingbird mint. And it'll put off a lot of little blooms. These are all reseeding from last year, and if they're all just purple salvia, I'll pull them out and put them somewhere else. But those look like another kind of salvia that I am happy to have. I don't know if it'll be the purple blue. Anyways, I got some perennials, so. And this got a little wind burnt or freezer burnt, but it is a vermilionaire plant that has a couple of little blooms. And the hummingbird, the black-chinned, has been coming around to get these little blooms down here. My bee's balm is about to bloom. And the great thing about this, these are the buds that I cut off, and they are opening. I just put them in water. I don't see any roots. Don't see any roots in that container, but I do see all of the blooms that were like this on the same plant, green, and they're turning red, which tells me they're going to open, which is really cool. And I hear a little male hummingbird behind me somewhere. Oh, you do what you gotta do when you don't have a lot of money. Water these pots that might have reseeded. And all of these little buds down in the bottom can give you a whole bunch more flowers. So, oh, my zinnias. And you want to know what kind of color they're going to expect. Look at the leaves and the veinings. These are a bright pink or red. Some of them would be purple. Looks like a lot of bright colors. These don't have any bright veinings, so I'm thinking that probably they're a lighter shade, maybe yellow. But this gives us a pot that has several flowers in it. And then I got another purple salvia, which I wish I could get it in the sunshine. And another hot lips. Doesn't have a lot of blooms, but every little bit helps. And a lantana. And then the bird baths. And then another bee's balm. These are going to have some big flowers on them, hopefully in a few days. That will attract a lot of hummingbirds. Another pot of zinnias. And my first bud flower bloom. It's working on it. It's amazing how this cap mount attracts all the little finches. It puts off so many little seeds for them. They absolutely love it. And my bird bath, whenever it's not, I gotta shut off my sprinkler. Whenever it's not bubbling, I just unplug it, plug it back in. It's all reset. My penstemon, this grows on the mountains and stuff around here. I think purple is more the natural color that we see all over the mountains, but anyways. This has a lot of little trumpet-shaped little blooms. And then the other honeysuckle. Some of it's acting a little weird. I don't know what's going on with some of it. Hopefully it's just, they're just tipping over, getting ready to... Oh no. Oh no. I am not sure, but that looks like aphids. I've never had aphids in my garden before for years. But they could ruin this thing. And there's one solution for that. Oh, I don't have enough soap water to tip this whole bush up and down and give it a scrubbing. So, and I don't want these little aphids all over everything else. It was looking so great, and then all of a sudden it just started doing some of this stuff. just kind of hanging sideways. And having hummingbirds, they don't eat aphids, but I for sure don't want to spray it with anything that would hurt the hummingbirds. Generally, I would go buy a whole bunch of ladybugs or ladybug larvae. Ladybug larvae can eat thousands of aphids in a day. Anyways, we'll have to see what I can do about that quick. And speaking of ladybugs, I had one crawling up my leg, so I just put him on the bush. Anyways, I don't like those little creatures, and there's thousands of them there, so I don't want them on all my other flowers. And this one is nice and healthy, and there's no ladybugs on it, no aphids on it, so I will be back. Well, I don't know why that fountain's spraying so funny instead of running down. Birds must have knocked it around somehow. Anyways, I'm working on this front garden, but I don't have a whole lot of flowers in here yet. Got a few zinnias and cannas. Cannas and zinnias, they provide a lot of flowers for the hummingbirds. A lot of snapdragons in the ground around it. One elephantier in the sunshine that I restarted. This is the difference between the penstemon that I watered and the penstemon that I didn't. These have no blooms yet, and I did some cannas up here which need watered. Last year I came out and I watered this ground beside this little walkway over and over and over early, and because of it I had all kinds of tall flowers that were blooming already. I have a lot of echinacea and a lot of sweet william, some hollyhock, and I had a bunch of poppies last year that came up from wild seed that I planted. But those are all canna lilies, and they should, or echinacea, and they should have been really high in the veronica. But they're not, because I didn't start watering them and it was really dry. These are salvias and hummingbird mint. So I've got to take care of my weeds in this walkway. I can't walk in it because it's, I don't know, like chicken gravel. It is horrific on bare feet. But anyway, I do have some hummingbird swings up. I don't have any hanging plants yet. Haven't had the money for them. And this robin has a nest right up there in one of those branches, right above the leaves there. And it's doing its morning hunt. I just watered that part of the lawn so it would be able to find some worms. So anyways, that's how the garden's going today. And I will keep working on it, trying to speed up these plants, and we should have flowers blooming everywhere. It's really important this time of the year to keep these feeders fresh. If it gets hot in the days, they should be changed at a minimum every 3 days. These I changed out last Monday, And then today being Friday, might be a little too long. I have not seen one hummingbird go to them. And the problem is if that nectar gets bad, even if it looks great, if they go to the feeder and it's bad, they will go find someplace else to eat. And they will eat there for the rest of the summer. So if you want a lot of hummingbirds in your yards, keep up on that. I hope I didn't mess up already. So time will tell, and when I get more flowers, that'll definitely help keep them around. So, but we got a ways to go, and they need food every day now, so they can't afford bad food. So I will set it on my calendar every third day from now on, and change out their nectar every third day in the morning. So have a great day. I'll be back. Bye-bye.